Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another beautiful Saturday Night Pregame with Chris McGraw on the ones and the twos, Pat Lynch here, be actually on time and on the podcast.
I haven't heard the clap in like 3 weeks.
One week I'm just going to turn the music down, and then I'm just going to rise the volume back up, and the music's going to be playing again.
I like when you had the one time you played like a 40-minute intro the one time.
That's because Pierre was playing around and they had to get some stuff going.
I didn't even know there was a whole like second like verse that went to like a different tone.
God damn. Pat Lynch was living rent-free in my head. Yeah, here we go.
That's some ASMR right there that everybody likes to hear.
Feels good. Oh, boys, how are we feeling? I know it's been with the ladies and gentlemen. Don't let your kids become tax preparers.
Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be tax accountants.
This will be the last week we will be whining and bitching, and I will not have a beard, and I will not have long hair.
Do a podcast early next week.
Oh,
potentially.
Yeah, we're leaving at like 3:30.
Yeah, the limo gets it passed by 3, I think, or something.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah, it's early.
Can't wait. We're not going to ruin that. We'll discuss that. We'll get to future times. It's been killing me. Max is coming in Friday.
No, Max coming in Wednesday.
Yes, but the time we will see.
How long is he coming in for?
Till Sunday.
He's here Wednesday night. He interviews Thursday.
Oh, he's interviewing for a job.
Yes.
Nice.
I don't know if that should be public knowledge or not.
We'll talk about that later, though.
Yeah.
Final interview, it sounds like.
For a company here, I assume, then, obviously.
No, one in Indiana.
Nice.
Yeah, he wants to. He's going to be a part of the Bears.
Yeah, he's part of the collaboration to bring the Bears to Gary.
We never really talked about that, but not Dick Durbin, Bernie Sanders, and a fellow Republican actually brought a bill to the Senate floor about
making it harder to move states. Yeah,
having teams, making it harder for teams that are in a city to move.
No, it's in a state.
Out of state, because they're trying to give more leverage to the governments over these, because and it does kind of make sense. I don't think it would. It's never going to pass. I don't think it did pass. It'll never happen. But it does kind of make sense. You really back these states and cities up against the wall, because all you have to say is we'll move then. And then now you have to do what they want.
Well, yeah, it's like, you got one thing. It's two ways, right? You back the city into a wall and they give you the money that you're looking for and they piss off the taxpayers, or the taxpayers say nay, and
you've lost it. Yeah. Now the team's St. Louis, who's lost 2 football teams.
And the baseball team, right?
No, St. Louis is still there, right?
No, I'm talking. I was thinking Kansas City for some kind.
Yeah, Kansas City, you're gone. You're Oakland. You've lost every.
They're still going to Kansas City, just the other side of the state.
Yeah, they're going over the border.
Everybody says the Kansas side is the not so nice side, evidently.
Is that where they're going, or they're going back?
Yeah,
they're going to the Kansas side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard. Well,
they're in Missouri right now
because they got a bunch of money to move over the border.
Yeah, no, I get it. You get a lot of tax breaks, and that's why
they can still call them the Kansas City Chiefs because they're still in Kansas City.
Yeah, but you believe? I mean, a historic stadium in Arrowhead. But this is what happened. The city had the opportunity to.
It's not up to the standards of Taylor Swift, right?
They had the opportunity to pass a bill that would have made it. But this would have been insane tax give. It would have been for the rich. It would have been an insane tax break for the rich.
Yeah, exactly.
But we never really did talk about it, and I definitely understand it. I don't see how it could happen because the lobbyist. There's no way the NFL is going to allow that to happen. Because that's
also most of the states most of the teams that are moved across states have already done it anyways. They're going to do it.
True, but but it does. I get you got to give a little bit of leverage back to. But I don't know. It's free market, right?
It's really more like the state thing is probably harder to. The city thing is never going to be enforced, but would never be enforced. But the state thing is a little harder. But most states are not on besides New York and I guess Chicago to a degree are not really on a border necessarily.
I really like the fact that you called Chicago a state. I like it.
Did I call it Chicago State?
Yeah.
Get it together, Pat.
Sorry, it's been a long week.
I can't wait till the Dolphins move from Miami to Cuba after we take over Cuba.
That's the plan. Their whole
Did you guys
the whole thing's be one big stadium complex with a ferry back and forth.
We're gonna dump a bunch of sand and we're just gonna have a 90-mile walkway.
It's only 90 miles, boys.
Yeah, 90-mile walkway to.
You can swim that. How we do?
Talking about all that shenanigans, there was a weird Thursday night press conference with the First Lady Melania talking about how she was not trafficked.
She was not on Epstein's plane. She was not on Epstein Island.
Does
anybody have any idea how that came up? Like, I still am so goddamn confused. I've tried to find an article. Like, was this planned? Not planned? She just randomly like.
I think she wanted to get ahead of
Some
well,
news?
something. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Wants it to be out there that these emails that say that she was.
Was she the one that bit Trump's penis?
Oh my God!
Oh,
God.
careful, buddy. You might end up one of those
Hey,
detentions.
babe, all of a sudden my door knocks down. They just grab Patty's gone.
We need Patrick.
At least I won't have to do taxes for the next 45 days.
Oh, yeah, bro.
You guys are doing me the favor. Let me tell you what.
Take me wherever,
Me and Pierre would chase after him. Hey,
I'd be the only guy smiling in the detention center.
me and Pierre would be running after him.
This
Hey,
is
you
nice.
forgot us.
This is
You
nice.
forgot
I
us.
got nothing to worry about. What are you guys complaining about? This is nice in here.
Get your ass back here. You forgot us.
Then you start eating like maggot rice and all that, and you're like, all right, time to go.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, for a couple days you can
needs to get
handle
some
it.
quiet. I mean, get to be quiet for a few days.
Andrew Callahan, who's Channel 5 News. You guys probably have maybe seen him, but whatever. He he did a like a YouTube documentary on crossing from Mexico into America with like some like coyotes and stuff. And he got caught, and he thought that he would, he's an American citizen, he would be fine, but I don't think he had his
Driver's license.
something, and he got detained for 5 days.
Nice.
Like, so he was absolute like.
Should probably bring your passport.
Yeah, so I don't know 100% how it all happened, but he was detained for 5 days. None of his family had any idea what had happened to him.
Did they take the whole camera crew then?
No, he was him and I think him and a camera guy, and he talked about it, and he said it was the craziest fucking shit. You're stuck in a room, and on loop they played one movie. I forget what the movie was. They played one movie on loop for 5 days. That's all he had to do was on loop watch this one movie. And he said it was like psychological war. Like, it was insane.
Not Dodgeball or Wedding Crashers? I could do that.
I can't. I wish I could remember.
I could only imagine like the same movie for 5 days in a row.
That's like where Stewie kidnaps Quagmire and Cleveland and throws him in the basement on the infomercial TV thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, I just want to kind of see if I can find it real quick.
What movie would you hate the most?
Yeah, that's a great question.
On loop.
Oh God.
What do you bet you got one off the top of your head?
I'm thinking.
I could think of one that I've never seen in my life, but I've only heard from one other person that they got up midway through and went to see another movie, and I know it would piss off Pierre. And I feel like this movie would be psychological warfare. It'd be P.S. I Love You.
Oh fuck! Or no, would you even piss me off even more? The stupid one with Leonardo DiCaprio right now. I would fucking kill somebody if I had to watch that one once. It pisses me off that it got so many goddamn rewards. That movie sucked ass.
The movie, I think I walked out of the first Incredible Hulk. I thought it was so terrible. Maybe so watching that would be.
I don't think I've ever walked out of a movie, but
that was the only one I think I've ever walked out of. I was like, I can't watch this anymore. I'm just bored in my mind. Probably some indie film that's like really boring.
I'd imagine some horror film would probably do it for me. Like I'd not agree.
Chris, we're gonna watch The Human Centipede for loop.
I'd be like sleeping the whole entire time. I'd be like, just this.
The cattle project to get you back up, Chris. Watch the movie. They force feed you energy drinks.
I'm trying to see if I can
Just
find it.
slide a laptop and some tax documents down here. I'll do some taxes, baby.
We'll make Pepsi watch the White Sox highlights of the World Series that they won.
Or watch them, the Cubs. This Cubs great start to the season so far.
We'll just watch actual Cubs games right now.
Did you guys? So wait, what was it, Chris? What was your movie?
Oh, I just said like a horror movie. Like I'm not a big the horror movie genre isn't for me.
We make Chris watch the Harry Potter trilogy over and over and over and over and over again.
That's probably not the worst. Yeah, like
I
if
mean,
you had to watch like Saw, like one of the shitty Saws, or
Pat said the Human Centipede. That just doesn't sound like it
that
would be
doesn't
fun.
seem
I
like
understand
very-
that movie, but I can't imagine it's good.
No, I mean, just watching the South Park was enough for me to think that.
Yeah. No dice. I'm good.
Damn it, I can't find it. I thought it would be, if you think that it would be easy to find.
Maybe they
It's
watch.
not great.
Maybe they make you watch Melania's documentary on Amazon.
Oh, her movie?
Yeah.
Oh
documentary
God.
that's on Amazon. Over and over and over.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Why would it not be like one of those things that like,
Suppressed, Peter. It's been suppressed.
would you think that would be
Get the international cut of Demolition Man?
Yeah, so you gotta. Hey, shouldn't that be Taco Bell?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Pizza Hut, but Pizza Hut.
And you can clearly see that the guy's he's mouthing the words Taco Bell, but it says Pizza Hut. Am I in the Matrix? I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be.
Do I smell toast? I could have sworn it was Taco Bell.
I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Taco Bell. Because he says God knows I could use a burrito. You know?
All right. Well, I'm not gonna find it. Sorry, guys. I wasted my time trying to figure it out. But it sucks. I'm gonna go. I'll figure it out. And I'll
We
bring
just
it for
lost
next
10
week.
viewers right there.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
I'm walking out.
Let's get out of here. Okay, let's get into it. Last week's news to start this week off, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, what was the one thing I told you today, Chris? Let's talk about in the city of Chicago. As it gets warmer, a little nicer out, Pat. They've brought back the scooters. Last night,
I didn't see
Scoot. Yeah, Pierre scooted.
I've seen all the potholes that's going to come up. Those are coming out too.
Those have been out.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
They're more and more. It feels like.
Last night, coming back from our local brewery over here, having a nice having a
Just
cocktail.
you were the solo.
Well, yeah, I was working, and I didn't want to work at home by myself. Chris had his own plans.
I did.
Pepsi did not want to hang out with me.
Pepsi's like, you want to go out? Pepsi's like, nah. That's what Pepsi being like, no, and just closing the door in Peter's face.
And so I go there on my own, and had a nice little time by myself. Music playing. There was a couple of first dates. It was a little weird, but
Peter's in the corner, some creepy looking dude. It's like
100%.
Hey.
Oh, I look like shit too, so it's like I couldn't look anywhere if I
the
tried.
guy's like, hey, you're scaring off the customers.
No, I was in the corner by myself. No,
Yeah, it doesn't scare
there was
anybody.
me and two guys. One guy on the other side was working. I was working. It was fine.
Yeah, two guys working on the bar.
Yeah.
He's like, sir, your hair and your beard are scaring the children away.
Yeah,
Please get the fuck out of
100%.
here.
There was a married couple with one child. They had the child at the brewery, and you could just tell how tense that kid was making that husband and the father and mother. Like the mother was just on her last wits.
I thought there were rules about like having kids at breweries. I guess not.
Maybe look it up.
I don't think there is in the state.
I know you can't bring them to, like bars, obviously. But
Yeah.
maybe the brewery is like a loophole because they serve food probably there. That's probably why. Anyways,
But
Peter.
so then I was leaving, and I was gonna walk home, and I need it. I'm super fat right now. It's ridiculous. So I was gonna walk home, and I was gonna stop
I
at.
didn't walk home.
I was gonna stop at 7-Eleven. So I went up and around. I was gonna get us some Powerades and then do some fun drinks.
Where's the 7-Eleven by you?
One on Austin.
Oh, the one in Austin. Yeah. Okay.
And lo and behold, outside Earl's smelled amazing at 10 o'clock too. They must have just closed up, but it smelled fucking phenomenal. There was a scooter out in front, Pat.
Oh,
And I
scooter.
said,
Is it a bird scooter?
nope, just
There's
a
no
regular
such thing as
little green.
bird scooters.
I'm waiting, Chris. One of these
And I
days.
said to myself, Peter, let's have some fun tonight. It was also a little chilly. Got on it. Dude, had the time of my life. Just fucking. But here's the thing. Or three things that I noticed. One, you can't ride on the sidewalk at all anymore. The whole time I'm riding on the sidewalk, because I don't want to be in the fucking street. It's going, you're on the sidewalk. Get off the sidewalk. You're on the sidewalk. Get off the sidewalk.
I thought it'd be more hard. I thought it'd be more challenging because like all the uneven sidewalks.
No, I fucking love being on the sidewalk because I'm not going to get freaking hit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
Or
we're
fall-
out.
Or fall
so,
in a pothole.
so, but it's yelling at me. So I get in the street. Dude, me in a car looking at each other like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm stuck doing this, bro. It's not my choice. It's dumb. I think that's the dumbest thing. I don't know why you can't be in. No one walks anymore in America. The sidewalks are wide open. Leave that to me, bikes. And that is the dumbest thing.
Yeah, the bikes in the street are fucking awful.
Bikes, scooters,
If I ever
on the
see
side
Pat,
street.
if I ever see Pat Lynch riding a bike in the street and I'm driving a car, I'm running his fat ass over.
So then I scoot my ass to the 7-Eleven. There was only 4 dudes out front in cars chilling out in front of the 7-Eleven. I said, not today, motherfuckers. So I scooted this way. I go take a right. There's a guy.
Is it like the new thing to do is hang out in front of the 7-Eleven?
I don't know, but I wasn't
Did they
testing
get-
it.
did
I
they
had
get-
my laptop. I had cell phone. I had my earbuds in, and I had a scoot.
Did they get kicked out of the White Castle parking lot there over on Belmont and Harlem?
Potential. But then I
That was a big hang. Pat, I kid you not. When me and Pierre were growing up, on Friday and Saturday nights, either at Dog Stop or the White Castle, you have people just hanging out in the parking lot with their cars.
I like it.
Weird.
So I come out of the. So I've taken a right. Coming out of the gas station that's on that corner, the creepiest dude on a bicycle starts to follow me. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
not today, motherfucker. Boom, boom.
Scoot.
Scoot. And I just scooted around for, a good 5-10 minutes. I was just enjoying the shit out of it. Wind's in my hair. Fucking, it's a nice little breezy out. Then I lost a headphone. One of them popped out of my ear, so then I had to stop, find it. So I was like, okay, that's probably my sign to call it.
That
and
happened to me
go.
walking on the metro the other day. It popped out. I had to like jump down and grab it real
Yeah.
fast.
So I put it in park. My place from
And then
here-
that guy with the bike was right there.
I was like, oh fuck. My place from PRB is 5 minutes really.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a short walk.
Guess how much it cost me to scoot?
$15.
That's way too high.
That's way too high.
Well, Peter was driving around him forever. He said here.
Well, it was like 10 minutes. It was like a honestly
Peter
like
took
a,
the
it was
scenic route.
$6. I thought it was pretty freaking ridiculous for like a 5-minute ride for $6.
How much was tax on that?
I think
$18.
Less than
I'm saying of the tax of the $6. How much was tax?
I think it was like less than $1.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, I get.
I
what
feel
you're
like
saying.
they're gonna Uber. I feel like the Uber tax hit on that thing. That's what
Yeah.
surprised me. They were like
But
congestion
it
stuff.
was a lot of fun. I had enjoyed the shit out of it. Got inside, called it a beautiful night. Got 8 hours of sleep. The first time I've gotten 8 hours of sleep in probably 2 weeks.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is nice.
So yeah, and then so let's get into it. Let's get into the old topics here. And we got the UFC fight tonight. John said that he missed that fight too. Chris.
Yeah, he missed the early prelims. I'm gonna yell at him.
What's he
What
doing
kind of
with
guy
his
is he?
Exactly. I mean, what the fuck?
Okay, in Chicago. Is there anything else going on in Chicago? So I thought I actually didn't look at Block Club Chicago at all today or this week, and I didn't look at Chicago Cranes at all.
Yeah,
I don't think there's really much going on.
I have not looked either.
The Cubs suck. The Blackhawks suck. The Bulls suck.
Bulls cleaned house, ladies and gentlemen. We've been calling it here on the Saturday Night Pregame
They
Podcast.
didn't fire the coach though.
What's wrong? I mean, what else? Is Billy Donovan really?
I don't know. I'm just saying that you're hamstringing whatever the front office with Billy Donovan looks like. Does
You-
that limit your options? I don't know. They should have fired their ass when they gave Patrick Williams an extension though. This is long overdue.
I'm not. I people hate Billy Donovan. I think there's like.
I don't hate Billy Donovan at all. I think he's fine.
Yeah, I don't have. A real
I think it's hard to
issue with him.
evaluate when you got that shit roster. He's got like 9 guards on the team at one point. How
Yeah.
can you really evaluate a coach when he's got like 9 guards?
I have no clue that. Yeah, I don't have an issue with him. I don't mind him being around and like.
Has he ever had a team in Chicago that you would deem to be like worthy, possibly making a deep playoff run?
The only was that first half with
The first
Lonzo
yeah,
Ball.
before Lonzo Ball got hurt.
That was like a legitimate like oh shit moment. Like oh fuck, do we have something here? And that didn't last.
It's like nah, we don't.
No.
And Lonzo Ball's knee is like, nah, dog, hold my beer.
Yeah. Is he still playing?
He plays for Cleveland. Or no, he got traded, didn't he?
Cleveland's not.
He went to. I thought he went to Utah, and Utah then tanked.
You're right. He
when did
got
Detroit
he got
get
traded to Utah, and then Utah
Let
bought
him
him
go.
out, and then
Okay.
maybe he went to Charlotte then to play with his brother.
I
When
don't
did
know.
Detroit get so good?
They've been good for a while.
When you have a bunch of early draft
when you
picks
have, like,
and
the-
you actually hit on those draft picks, you know.
What's that? What is that? When you hit on, what does that mean?
Ask the Bears.
Well, they've
in
had-
a couple
but I
years
mean-
with Caleb Williams. Maybe we'll.
I don't understand what that means with in basketball when you hit on a draft pick.
You know how they.
All right, dickheads, we get it.
You know how we drafted Patrick
Jesus
Williams,
Christ.
Yeah.
and he
And you
sucks.
just pick anybody else.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh. I mean, they're
I mean,
good.
but think about everybody in Chicago. Like what the Cubs the Cubs have had so many first round. Like, is there really any superstar on the team right now?
I mean, Kyle Horton was on the way there, but
Nico Horner.
yeah, Horner's pretty good.
He was a late
PCA
draft pick, though.
is got a chance, but he wasn't drafted by the Cubs.
Yeah. So I mean,
Other
it's-
people have
as much as
drafted.
you want to give the Bulls shit, the Hawks. Besides Connor Bedard, the Hawks have had like a first or second round pick for how many years, and we're still in
The
Shitsville,
Fratelli
USA.
guy looks good.
The Frondell guy looks pretty good. He
was a recent call up, right?
He's
I saw his first goal.
best pick last year.
We
Is
saw-
he
we
is he
saw his first
on?
goal.
Is he? No, he's not. Okay, then there's a different guy that they're gonna bring up to put on the Taze line that they've been talking about. I've been listening to a lot of hockey, ladies and gentlemen.
They have a first round. I don't know if he's he was a second round draft pick. The guy over in Russia who's just lining the world up over there.
I think it's safe to say the Bears have probably had the most luck picking recently.
Well, I mean, it's 2 years to the Caleb Williams. Like 1 year was
Colson
really good.
Loveland was pretty good. Luther
Yeah,
Burden
that's-
looking pretty good.
Who?
Luther Burden.
Yeah.
Second round pick, right?
Darnell Walker's looking, or was it Walker?
Darnell Wright.
Right, is looking pretty
Yeah, but
good.
I'm not saying I'm not. Caleb Williams is definitely, I think, overall a lot more. But Mitch Trubisky's first 2 years were decent enough where, like, after that second year, you thought there was going to be
His
something.
first
and
year was good. His second year was good. There was some questionable.
then,
moments.
when was the playoffs?
The first year.
First year.
I thought it was
Yeah,
the
second year.
It was his second year because it was his first year with Nagy.
Yeah, and I thought,
And then the league figured
And then Matt Nagy just went off the deep end and didn't want to coach.
he's the offensive coordinator with John,
Giants.
right?
That's going to be interesting.
That'll be wow. No, they're gonna. Well, we don't have to get all sports in it, but they're gonna draft a quarterback. Or are they going?
I think they're going to probably run with Dart for another year.
Yeah, he didn't seem too bad when he didn't get hurt.
Once Nagy runs him in the ground, then they'll find someone new.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cam Scatterboo maybe getting him back and having a little bit of run.
Scadaboo, who doesn't believe CT is real, yeah, that's a great idea.
God. You know who else? Who's already
Dude, if
showing?
you ever watch the way that he plays, he's going to get CT.
The other guy that I think is already starting to show is the Puka from the Rams.
Oh, Puka Nuka?
He's out there. He also looks 50 years old.
I would be a little concerned to giving him a big contract.
No, yeah.
Well, yeah, he's what? He's like, they were talking about, like, he was like the next one up because Jackson.
That feels like a franchise tag guy.
Yeah, and then like the story of him on New Year's Eve that came out. That
particularly if you.
I mean, I don't know. That's like a kind of he said.
But I'm just saying he looks like he's 50. His brain's not all there anymore.
With him, like, you don't know how many years Stafford's got in. I think I would just franchise tag him, and if maybe let him walk if Stafford retires, and you kind of you do like a little bit of a retool on the team there.
Or you try to trade him then.
Or you try to trade him. You could do that too. Yeah, I could see that guy does deal a lot. I could see that him definitely trading him.
Yeah,
that's fair.
I would say the odds are more in favor that he was going to get traded before they give him a big contract. But we'll see. What do I know?
I feel like Miami trades for him.
I think they're going full reboot. They are.
Yeah, oh yeah. I saw George McCaskey also talk about that the Bears fans are just going to have to get used to it if we go to Indiana, and I was just like, hey, dickhead.
Hey, you can live in Indiana.
That's the closest he's still. They're all still pining.
Yeah, well, because they're going to have to figure it out at some point here, but they're waiting for Illinois to get their shit together.
Well, they might be waiting a long time for that.
Pretty stupid. All right, let's get a little last week's news.
I saw a JB commercial the other day. Like, people can't afford anything these days, and I'm like, probably not the best approach, JB, from a billionaire telling people that they can't afford anything.
Well, but he is speaking the truth,
right? But like,
he's not the one. Here's the other thing. Hey, JB, figure out how to fix you're overtaxing everybody here. You want to start with affordability?
Oh hell no, baby! Graduated income tax rate coming back.
No, there's no chance.
They're trying that again.
No, hell no. If they did, he'd be a fool.
I don't think he wants to do that because taxes are a huge issue for presidential runs.
This is like one of the only. This is the only one benefit is the income tax is not awful.
Yeah, here.
Yes, actually, ours compared to other states is actually
income tax is not bad.
But
every other tax fucks you. Really.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, talking about like that commercial, like things aren't affordable. I would be like, what have you done to make things affordable around here, JB?
Yeah, I mean, I don't. He's got things I don't love. Things he's okay, but like it's like. If a billionaire telling you things aren't exported, that's probably. I mean, who's coming up with this ad campaign? This is not the smartest one, in my opinion, to go down that road.
But then what's also the goal there? I think is to try to push. What they're trying to do is push that. Hey, Republicans are making it unaffordable, which.
But the Democrats have the House, I believe, in the House.
A super majority, baby.
But they're not talking. We're not talking about. This is way beyond Illinois. They're fighting for the House and the Senate.
What Pierre's saying is it's not a micro issue. Yeah. It's a macro
That's what
issue.
They're trying to push.
But I'm saying, but in Illinois solely, like the Democrats have been empowered.
Pat, you need to shut up. He's trying to run for president, and this is his test run into presidency.
Yes. He's too short and fat to run president, evidently.
No, he's lost weight. He's been on the.
But he's too short. They don't have short guys. They don't like short guys.
Listen,
I'm
not the biggest fan of Pritzker. I think
there have been worse governors, though.
Yes. No, and I get it. But I also think that everybody's thought that it's spend more money than instead of working to, rein in cost. I think that's going to be a big issue. But what he's trying to do with those campaigns is they're trying to.
Yeah, I understand what you're trying to do. I'm saying it just doesn't. To me, it doesn't come off that great.
Yeah, they're trying to seed the thought into people's minds, like, hey, this is a Republican issue.
I mean, he's going to have to fuck up to lose that Bradley guy or Bailey guy.
We need to bring back. Bruce
You know what
Rauner.
though? Some people have said that like his campaign is a lot sharper than it was the first time ago. But I guess that makes sense.
They called it within the first 3 minutes of the polls closing the first time he ran.
Well, that's because he was writing on some radical ideas.
We want to be Donnie.
Yeah,
he's still going with those ones.
I have not.
I didn't see that.
I have not seen anything for him yet.
Yeah, because he doesn't waste. Why would you waste money campaigning up here? He's got to get like all the other votes basically.
But I mean, like I haven't seen like last time he was like really pushing for like a Christian agenda in like schools, and he was like pushing like to ban abortions and everything.
Yeah,
and this time he's really not trying to do that.
I'm guessing he still means it though, probably.
Oh, yeah, of course, all of them.
No, but but you also can't run that
There's
kind of.
There's a real like backbone of religion in politics these days. Which is so much bullshit.
There's a promo video for the UFC card. Bum fights. You got to bring bum fights back. We miss bum fights. We're gonna use it in the interim. Have some bum fights. They said if you want citizenship, you're gonna have to fight in the White House lawn from now on. I think that's how we do it.
Nice, great.
That's kind of
that was random okay. Let's get into here, boys. Taco Tuesday strikes again. I knew I should have bet this with in the stock market. I should have taken a call on, but Donnie, Sunday, Monday, screaming, "We're going up. We're gonna." He literally was starting a nuclear war on Iran.
No, he's just going to obliterate the civilization.
And what,
that sounds like.
what did you think that meant?
It means you use the bomb that's right below the nuclear.
Hey, listen, you're under 6 foot. You're not going to be able president. Let us talk presidential policy here. You just sit there and pretend to be governor.
You know Donnie, all right?
Yeah.
And he literally was calling out war crimes through Twitter.
It's going to be power plant day, baby.
And Taco Tuesday.
And praising Allah.
Here's the other thing. They have emails from Pakistan that they knew in the beginning of the day that Donnie was they were gonna have a pause and a ceasefire. It's insane.
What? It's wild.
On Easter, you see he went off on Carlson and all those other people. Now he's
Alex Jones. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good one. I'm like,
Also on Easter Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, we've kind of bypassed that. I hope everybody's Easter was great. He tweets out praise Allah or whatever.
That was like a sarcastic praise.
Well, yeah, no shit, dickhead. But he's like talking about how he's gonna kill people. I'm like, what? What Christian still looks at him and says, "This is the guy we want"?
No, he's gonna obliterate a civilization. Yeah.
It blows my mind that the one that's calling for peace is Pakistan. With their 800 years of fighting India over here, they're the ones. Hey, wait, let's talk this out, real.
Yeah, let's calm down. Yeah,
They think there's a lot of pressure from China and the people that they're allies with. Like China's like backdooring this a lot.
To calm it down or to keep it going?
Yeah, they're trying to calm it down because they don't. Cause that's what they got all the oil. They're like, we this fucking.
Oh yeah, all those Asian countries on that side. They're
letting those ships go through for some.
I have
somewhat.
seen this is
They're saying like China's trying to let's calm down, guys.
Well, I did see on one thing about that was and this is again right wing kind of craziness, but it did kind of make a little sense to me that they were pushing that Donald Trump. This wasn't this that made sense to me, but they were saying this is Donald Trump's genius plan was to push. He wants this strait to close, and he wants to cause all these people issues because we're self-sufficient when it comes to oil and energy, and Europe is not.
He waited till he took Venezuela before he made.
That's what he said. Oh yeah, no, 100%.
Yes.
But we also have an insane amount of reserves. Canada has an insane amount of reserves.
So that's why he wanted Canada.
So
now it all makes sense.
Yeah, that's why Canada's our 51st
So he wants
state.
So what he's doing is becoming an isolationist. He wants to have a strong North America, and then have everybody depend on us. And in my head, I'm thinking if he was smart enough to think that, it kind of makes sense. But then again, but where's the world peace then?
We're still all interconnected. Everything's made over there. Nothing's made here.
When they did talk about that, and that's where Mexico's would become as the cheap production for us. Yeah. So the great
52nd state, Pat, baby, Mexico, baby.
Would they be the 53rd? Greenland's 51.
No,
Mexico, Canada's 51. Greenland's 52. Cuba's 53. Venezuela's 54. So we're 55. 355.
It's just. But then again,
for a guy who wants to deport all the people, if he's taking over the place we're deporting them to, what does that mean? Why would we bother deporting them? They're already here. We can just,
intertwine.
Intertwine.
No, they got to stay in their homelands.
It's very confusing how this is all going to work out.
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, Pat. I think he's kind of an idiot.
I think the Dillweed guy can help us out to explain this maybe.
Who's Dillweed?
Hexeth.
Oh, Dillweed. I hear that once this Iran stuff's done, he might not be. I don't know that
He's not long for the.
I think the military is he's fired a bunch of the military because the military is openly rebelling against him.
Oh, nice.
Shocking.
Yeah. Don't worry, guy. Fuck myself.
Oh, where'd you get that bottle of water from? My kitchen counter?
I said, hey, bottle. Chris, can I have this bottle of water?
There was no such conversation.
Chris responded, no.
All right, let's get back into this. What are we doing here, Pat? Fucking wasting my time over here. All right. Ice shot another man in California. Supposedly, he also was trying to run.
That's why you had that late night Thursday press conference because I shot somebody again.
No, I think this one. There was nothing really much on it. I did read a little bit.
This is the first I'm actually hearing about it. So.
It was in I believe it was in California. It was what they state is he was a convicted murderer.
I thought they ran him over.
No, I think they shot him. They shot him again.
Was not I remember where they ran.
They ran him over, then they reversed and ran him back over.
Somebody ran somebody over. That was like a big story.
He might have ran some. He might have.
I thought they ran him over.
Another guy.
I'm gonna run you over.
I'll double check this.
I might be wrong. I could be wrong on this one.
Wait, let's see. I could be wrong too. April 2026. There's been a lot of. We got to get a Jamie on here.
Pepsi, look this up for us.
Pepsi.
Based on early reports, have been involved in multiple. Wait, was there? Oh yeah, Patterson, California shooting. A man was hospitalized after being shot by ICE agents as a busy exit on Sperry Avenue with videos showing multiple bullet holes in the vehicle's windshield. Jesus Christ.
Was the guy trying to run them over?
I think that's what they're stating. They stated that he tried to run them over. He was supposedly a murder suspect, and he's a part of a gang.
I remember seeing some press conference where they said that we ran him over and we do it again. Basically, the guy basically.
Do they
paraphrasing with
do they have to wear body cams, or is that not?
I don't know if they've got. They're trying to get all this stuff.
They don't even got to wear they don't even, they show their faces. They wear body cam masks.
That's what they're trying to do with it. That's why the shutdown is.
I know that like the shutdown, like one of their compromise was like making all of them wear body cams
and showing their faces.
The big thing is they want them to show. The Democrats want them to show faces, but the Republicans and everybody else are like, no, that ain't happening.
They're supposed to be because they don't want like cartel supposedly, right? Is the thing in that?
No, I think it's doxing. So people being able to see who you are and then on the internet saying,
and then go screwing with your family and shit like that.
But that's it's kind of a part of the every federal. If you're a part of a government job, you are supposed to be available to the public. Is what, and especially in that role, you should probably be able to be.
That reminds me of some of that on that IRS agent thing you were talking about. Was that the one? That's the guy that was that the Hawaii? No, the guy that the nanny one.
Oh yeah.
I was watching on that the other day.
Woo! That was one hell of a ride. He tried.
Yeah.
And but here's the thing: you can't have an accomplice. Cannot have an accomplice.
Is this that thing I sent you? Yep.
Not yet. No, not yet. Literally, what today was, I've just been putting music, so I don't, because I find myself wasting 15 minutes finding a YouTube video that I want to watch. So I have to take that out of the equation.
Peter plays music so he doesn't fall asleep at his computer.
All right. Rushing to file your taxes before the April 15th deadline, Patrick, are you?
No.
Experts say
I'm on what you call extension.
Experts say don't rely on AI for help. And ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you as a tax preparer, do not, and I say again, do not rely on AI to help you. It is 90% inaccurate when coming to preparing tax returns.
The AI doesn't do a lot of combing when you did something here, so it relates something there.
It doesn't pull the most recent information either. It's really bad.
I don't file taxes. It's against my religion.
Nice.
So
you're a sovereign individual or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
That doesn't work, people. Don't follow my lead.
I have not posted about
Weren't
this
you
yet.
talking about was it a podcast that you had gone earlier or something you had gone on where they said you can become your own sovereign state?
Yeah, that was on
that was the Afroman thing, yeah.
That was a great podcast, minus his thoughts, I think, on marriage and stuff. That was a little weird to me, but it was a very interesting case. He's an interesting guy.
He definitely is. I got little clips of him in court.
Yeah,
and he's just
tremendous. Yeah.
I don't think they were.
He's like, yes, I'm the one that's being harassed, but these people came in and kicked my door and
ate my motherfucking pound cake.
Yeah, ate my cake, but I'm the one that's getting sued and I'm costing them emotional distress.
$4 million they wanted from
He's
him.
definitely much more articulate than I would expect him to be.
I honestly, Pat, I can't even deny. I can't even say. I truly, the
His
way
American suit is great too.
Oh yeah,
but I'm saying he's you could be like, I'm not saying it's dumb, but I'm saying he's definitely way more articulate than I thought he was.
And I'm sure the cops didn't think that was going to happen.
Yeah, no.
This guy's gonna be dumb. We're gonna.
They tried to steal from him. They tried to make an example of him. They got fucked. And instead of this is the issue. Instead of owning up to your mistake and taking your medicine, they tried to fuck around and they found out. And now most of those people should be done. They should be voted out or fired.
I think a lot of them have been.
I think only the sheriff gets voted in, right? The rest are all.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them quit. I think the guy who the prosecutor that tried to prosecute him is done. He's not.
Yeah. Yes.
He's not a prosecutor.
The judge who signed the warrant. He's done too. Yeah. All right. Michigan, big win on Monday. Didn't watch a second of it, and we have to congratulate Miss Natty Ice with the big 2026 NCAA tournament win. We will present her gifts next week after we all had a little sleep.
Did she lock it in before that even game started?
Yeah, she walked it in Saturday, yeah.
She was talking a lot of smack on Instagram. We're going to let it go.
Hey, she deserves it. She won.
Yep. She's like, when you play with the boys and don't know nothing about and still win. It's like, hey, listen here, lady. Nobody knows anything here.
Hey.
Look at Brian Hamilton's bracket.
Yeah.
God, Brian, 29 points, bro. What's up with that?
Yeah, hey, Brian, just be better.
You lost to Lord Davis, Brian.
It's not good.
Think about that. Lauren's forced to do a bracket every by Peter and gives 0 Fs about it.
Lauren had a 5-year streak of being at the bottom. Now she isn't, baby.
Started at the bottom. Now she's
Now she's
second from the
gonna
bottom.
get there.
Second from the bottom.
Chicago Bulls finally clean house. We talked about that already.
Praise Jesus.
Angel Reese gone.
Yeah, traded for 2 first-round draft picks.
Is that because she couldn't? Is that? Did you ever see where the people were betting on how many layups she would miss to start a game?
Oh, jeez, no.
No, my favorite story with her is
I don't get
Draymond Green being called Angel Reese by a fan, and he got into it with the fan. I was like, oh shit.
I believe she's not a great offensive player. I believe
she's not a great teammate. She came out last year and was like, yeah, if we don't start playing better, I'm going to what's the point of me playing here and like all this stuff. And they're like, oh. That's how you feel. Like she's like, I'm not gonna sign a long-term.
I don't get the WNBA. I feel like it's got to be a money thing or something because I feel like all the big name players, a lot of them get traded. Like all stars are like one of the best in the league. They get moved around a lot.
I'll be honest. I think I can name 2 WNBA players.
Well, Keaton Clark's not gonna go anywhere.
I heard Andrew is probably the only 2 players.
Who was the Parker lady? I felt like she's
Candace Parker's retired.
No, I know, but she was traded.
She won one here though, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, way to go, Candace. Nice job. Bring us a championship.
I'm not sure if I know her last name, but the Paige Buckner or
Is that
something.
the most recent championship that Chicago's had? The Sky?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's sad.
And
Why is it sad, Pat?
Because the Bulls suck, the Hawks suck, the Cubs suck, the Bears suck.
Well, that's life.
Fire suck.
I mean, Cleveland hasn't had a championship probably in just
No,
anything
since 2016.
Since whenever
LeBron won in 2016.
Yeah.
So same as us.
Detroit was the last time they won anything.
The Red
Early
Wings probably?
2000s.
Red Wings, I would guess.
Pierce probably no. Did
Detroit?
the Tigers win a World Series?
Yeah, but early, right?
Did they win?
No,
Did Verlander win one?
I thought they won one with Miguel Cabrera in like 2012 or something.
I thought he only won in we'll look it up.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's
I
not
could
a
be
big
wrong.
deal.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I thought he won with Florida only.
All
But
right.
maybe wrong.
Here's a good one for you. Guess how much a gallon of gas cost in California?
$6.89.
I'm gonna go $6.25.
Higher?
Pepsi, what do you got? $5? Chris wins it with it is $7 a gallon in California currently.
Oof.
Is
I'd be walking
That makes
everywhere.
you want to get a Tesla.
Oh yeah, if you're in California and you're not don't have an electric car, you're an idiot. Like you're an absolute idiot.
He's got one World Series championship from 2003 only.
Okay, I know the Tigers in 26 lost their Cardinals. I thought they made it again.
He's won a shit ton of other awards though. Damn.
Chris, do you want to do that? What was it? Remember the last week you had me answer a bunch of questions, and then it would tell me my birth date.
Based to get you like the date that you were born on. I don't have that anymore.
Oh, you don't have it anymore?
No, unfortunately, that would have been kind of fun.
Okay, well, we can get into a little feel good,
yeah.
feel good stories. Yeah.
Like that, Pat? You like that?
You like that?
I'm getting feels all over the place.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's see here. I should look these up a little earlier.
I remember the one time I was doing it, I got so far detailed, I was getting the stories that Peter had gotten to the week before. I'm like, I can't talk about that one. We already talked about that
one. Did you guys see any of the pictures from Artemis too? I think
I saw one.
A couple of them. I saw that they named that's a feel good story. They named the one crater over after one of the astronauts' wife that passed away. And so they requested to name it after in honor of her. That was a feel good story for you.
Yeah. There are a lot of the pictures are really cool. And
then Donnie T is going to sign the executive order naming it the Donnie T crater.
Jesus Christ.
Frank, so Frank's not here. Frank could tell us probably more about us. He probably
he loves posting. He's on Instagram. Loves posting about this stuff.
It's kind of his deal, bro.
No, I thought the pictures were really really interesting. I wonder if you're a flat earther. Like, is there no way? I did see a couple conspiracy.
Well, the
things
moon could be round, but the Earth is flat.
Yeah, but you
just go up straight up to it.
The beautiful thing is they're sending a bunch of beautiful pictures of Earth.
Fake news.
Those have been doctored, sir.
Doctored.
Okay. I'm just not even going to go there. The other thing is, you know why they go...
If you take the boat too long, you just drop off.
It just falls off, man.
It's like that cliff game in what's it in Price is Right.
We're going to get a lot of hate. We're going to get a lot of hate. After 5 years, missing cat finally reunited with the owner thanks to old Facebook post when he was stolen.
Who's stealing cats?
Who's just a cat?
Pepsi, was that you again?
You can get free ones all the time outside.
Also, 5 years. You think that cat has any idea who that person is?
Me and Pierre saw a cat dodge the end of its life.
Very close. Where was that at again?
Right by the boss's house there on 31st and.
Oh yes, yeah.
There was one that popped out of my backyard when Derek said it was doing windows the other day. I'm like, I'm like, no, not another one. You need to go away. You need to go away, dude.
Did you see the coyote when we were running?
The other day I was walking up Argyle on the train tracks there, the Amtrak ones. Big ass coyote just trotting along.
Me and Chris almost hit one. There's one that lives.
There's one that lives by Mr. Anderson's house.
Literally lives.
This one's like right over here though. I mean, this thing was. I thought it was a wolf for a second. That thing is huge.
No, yeah, the coyote by Uncle Steve. But there was one when we were running. I was trying to point it out to you that had run across the field and then was watching us as we were running by.
No, I did not see
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah, he's interested in you guys. You're too big.
No, I know. There's no way.
Scavengers.
That one that we
We'll
had
take on.
Yeah, but that one that was trotting down there, I'm like, this thing is freaking huge.
the one that me and Peter hit just looked at our car and was like, hey man, you get out of my way, and it's like, whoa.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like a small wolf. Honestly, it was huge.
This is not a feel good. It's kind of sad.
But don't say it.
Loyal pet lovebird won't leave the side of her parrot companion after he dies.
Oh,
That hurts. That hurts.
My grandma used to have a dog that would literally, like, when she would leave the house, the dog would just sit in front of the door waiting for her to come back.
Wait, what's up?
My grandma used to have a dog that would literally follow her around everywhere in the house. My grandma would go out to the grocery store. It would sit at the door and just wait for her to come back. Didn't go anywhere else in the house.
See, that's not great because that's too much separation anxiety.
Yeah, she was fine.
Yeah. No, well, the dog probably wasn't.
Yeah, dog's fine.
the dog got along all right.
Urine from music festival toilets is fertilizing a new biodiverse force with odor-free nutrients.
There we go. We don't need the fertilizer from the Straight Homers. We're just going to piss and use that over again.
12-year-old girl named a hero for running into burning home to save brothers.
Oh wow.
That's kind of nice.
Pat would have been like, fuck him.
Yeah, Katrina would be dead. He might take the orange cat, but everybody else is dead.
Pat gets downstairs. He's like, I only got, oh God, I forgot Katrina. I only got time to go get Katrina or save 3 of my favorite whiskeys.
Artifacts from a 2,000-year-old
You got to get that Coors Light machine out of the basement.
Get the hand truck. It's time, you guys.
Artifacts from a 2,000-year-old shipwreck at bottom of Swiss Lake include Roman chariot pieces. That's kind of cool.
That is interesting. Wow.
I wonder why they were transporting them. That's always a...
Sometimes they do, like, museum stuff.
You had to bring
No. This is 2,000 years old, so it's probably actually...
bring some entertainment to those Scandinavian countries that
There
you
you
took
go.
over.
Order invade them.
A memorial, first American to climb Everest dies at... No, I'm sorry. First American to climb Everest dies at 97 after a lifetime of climbing with his brother.
Oh, wow.
First American to climb
It is
Everest.
insane.
97.
It's really crazy how people like the Everest stuff nowadays. Like, all like the dead bodies are up there and stuff. It's
You
nuts.
could go literally Google dead bodies of Everest. And
Yeah.
you can,
Also, like it's one of the issues is that like like the fact that the climate change a little bit. The weather is even more volatile now than it used to be. I whip that high, and it's like people, there's like a small window where you can do it, and there's so many people that try to do it now. Like they used to cap the number of people that could do it, and they've opened the cap because it's like that's basically like how they make money.
Oh yeah.
In that country. And so, like, that's why more people are dying on there because they're missing that window, and then they're caught in the weather change and these horrible conditions.
And it's literally if somebody drops, you cannot
Yeah,
stop.
you just leave them. Yeah,
You have to
they're
go.
They're
You see the lines. It's insane. I don't know why you would ever do Everest. Like it's just a cap and a feather. But when you look at it, is it really worth it at that point?
I'm not a mountain climber, so more power to anybody who wants to do that.
Scientists track where butternut trees have resisted deadly disease, so reforesting efforts can thrive. So they're checking out the healthy ones. That's kind of like I think back in the day how people used to do it. Like they'd figure out like, okay, this person's not getting sick. Why is this person not getting sick? And then they figure out why.
Eat oranges.
Like
by that scurvy.
That's how they eventually figured out that drinking alcohol, or like the alcoholics were never
sick because they weren't drinking the water.
Yep. Ooh, this is kind of cool.
They're a different kind of sickness.
New railway between Europe and China will shave a week off delivery times, boost Kyrgyzstan's economy.
Nice. Did you see it was an article. There was, I think, a video I saw this week that came out. It was like a 60-minute video talking about the high-speed rail in California that was promised to be finished like 5 years ago. They've gotten they built like half a platform at this point, and and they spent like $120-something billion on it, I think. Or that was the budget for it. It's supposed to go from LA to San Francisco, and it's been minimized to be like between two cities that no one would ever want to take a train between.
Did they also talk about like having like underground tunnels to like
From
curtail
downtown, yeah.
to curtail the issue with traffic in
I believe in Chicago too. I think they started that somewhere, didn't they? Like they did a little bit the Elon thing.
Elon did do it in California. I don't know where the hell that's at. Yeah, see that's
it's only for the ultra rich.
That's the fraud that could get behind going and chasing. In California, if I'm a politician, you're going after that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was supposed to cost like I don't know if they spent the whole money, but like it's been so far behind and spent so much money on it.
Do they know
and did
why
nothing.
it's like what like?
Well, I think a lot of it's like you have to get easement from people to do it.
That was the big issue with the I can't think of the word, like that little expressway thing they're doing off the 294, the little cut around behind O'Hare. It took them so long to get that. They were building it on one side, but on the side by the 294, they couldn't get that part done because they had to get the railroad to give them the land to build the extension around O'Hare so that you could go from the 294 just to 290 or vice versa.
Yeah.
So
They're
you have to go through Rosemont.
they're supposed to be doing one from LA to Vegas, and they're supposed to be using the median between the highways to take you there because that way you don't have to worry about the easement for it.
Oh,
But I don't know if that's been done by like a private company, so who knows if that actually happened. The problem is like what private companies doing it, you can't raise enough money to actually build it, and so you need the government assistance to fund it because it is a public works project essentially.
Yeah.
The private is trying to do because you can't make that money back. Like
Yeah, that was what Illinois was trying to do with Indiana. They were trying to build the highway from Chicago to Indianapolis.
I think it would cut LA to what LA to Vegas. It was like an hour or 2 hours, an hour and a half, something like that.
oh, that's pretty cool.
I think normally it's like a 4-ish.
It's like a 4.5 hour drive. Yeah.
Planting 30,000 trees surpasses goal for regenerating a rainforest on the Isle of Man.
Awesome.
Ooh.
Let's see here. Visitors now can watch the restoring of a masterpiece Bellarmine in Venice. Check out the video. So they're fixing a painting, and you can watch it. It's probably making
cool.
them decent money on YouTube.
Cool.
Hopefully funding like the renovation of it.
Cambodia honors minesweeping hero rat with a memorial statue after he cleared 100 landmines.
Oh, nice.
That's kind of crazy.
I would love to know how that rat did that.
When you said minesweeping rat, I really went to a game Minesweeper. I'm like, well, damn, that rat was playing Minesweeper. Nice.
Chris is like the rat is like smacking the thing.
Oh, dude, I was the worst at mine. I used to love that. When I used to do internships.
Damn it!
I'll never forget when I used to do the internships, and like you were just stuck there doing
Is that still
nothing.
a game that's on the computer?
They don't offer game. No, actually, I think they offer like a solitaire package, but not Minesweeper
That's
anymore.
a bummer. I should bring that back.
Singapore's first 3D printed bridge planned for 2028 after rigorous testing.
That's cool.
It's good, but also bad because there goes those jobs, you know.
Now, somebody in the Masters tournament was playing with a 3D printed club this week.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I can't remember who, but yeah.
That's interesting.
Wait, let's see this real quick. I just want to give you, and we'll give you the last thing on the Masters because it's kind of cool.
Scotty Scheffler making a charge today.
Yeah.
He carded like a 7 under on the back nine.
Who did?
That's impressive.
Scotty Scheffler.
Didn't isn't McEnroe have like one of the best?
He was on.
He had the best 2 days, and then he double bogeyed 11 by going in the water.
Yeah, I don't think he had a great. He built a Pat Lynch on the water there.
So he's tied for the lead going into Sunday.
There's a realtor playing in the Masters. Brian Holtz, a 39-year-old self-proclaimed old fat guy, has some business to take care of. He's among the 91 players at the Masters and will have to play a second round Friday. But this guy is. He said under the blah, 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 his first round with the Remax logo on his collar, representing his employer in Bloomington, Illinois. So this guy won some random ass, like he won to get in there. He's not like a professional golfer. He's actually a realtor, and he's playing in the Masters. This is like everybody's like feel good story. Hopefully he could do well. I don't think he's done anything.
Yeah, McElroy is tied for the lead.
What's his name, Peter?
His name is Brandon Holtz.
Holtz. I got the leaderboard here too, Chris.
Yeah. He's known.
I wonder if he made the cut.
He was a former Division I basketball player at 6'3", 250.
He did not make the cut.
Yeah, didn't make the cut. Yeah, didn't make the cut. He's plus 15.
Up.
But he's one of the few amateurs that made it in.
Yeah,
that's kind of cool though.
One day, Pat. One day, maybe you could do something.
Damn,
like that.
BJ Singh is playing still. That's crazy.
They all gotta play.
How's Phil doing?
He's not playing this one. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think
Tiger make it.
No, Tiger's
in rehab somewhere.
He never made it to the
Tiger's still on the phone with Donnie T.
All the fucking there's so many good memes of like him coming to the Masters and him erratically and then like falling, like the car's like smashing and breaking.
Yeah.
That's why I wouldn't let him take a cart around.
Oh shit! There you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. This was a fun one. It's a good way to get through the tax season. Let's go have a quick dinner, quick bite, get to sleep. Next week will be hopefully a whole lot funner, where we won't be exhausted and tired of taxes. And if you haven't gotten your taxes done, get them done.
Or get extended.
To get an extension.
Make sure you pay. That's what you got to do. Make sure you pay by April 15th, though. Don't fuck around because the IRS will make you find out.
Yeah, you fuck around, you find out. To Joe, happy early birthday. Bye.